Hello all, July 12th, 2012. Did I forget to turn the light on? Let's try that again. Let's go right to the board and let me show you something that's confusing people. Okay, what is peak oil? Peak oil looks something like this is what the prediction is. It comes up and then starts to do this kind of thing. Alright, a lot of people are saying that 2005 saw this point right here, the peak of oil production, the most we could get out of anything. At present, I think we're somewhere around here. And let me do a close-up on this and let me show you what I mean. Got pen on my arm. Can't have pen on my arm. If it was down like this. Okay, I think we're somewhere around in here. And what happened, which is happening right now, is that when prices of oil are so high, the economy stagnates, starts to decline. There's a lot of reasons for that. We'll go into it in a minute. So people stop buying gasoline. So gasoline supplies rise, the prices fall, people begin to buy again, and the economy goes up a little bit. As soon as it gets to a certain point, the economy dies back down, and the price falls of oil, and then the same thing happens, this vicious cycle. Each time the oil prices fall back down, they're still higher than the time before. And this graph doesn't represent that because I'm looking at the peak oil graph. The amount of oil and gasoline supplies are at a high right now. And the reason they're at a high is because the world economy is going down. Well, let me just show you. The demand comes up and then the demand falls because of the economy. The pumping of oil goes up and then out there's too much oil, so there's too much inventory up here. So then the price goes back down and the people begin to buy again, and it's a cycle that goes up and down, up and down. Here's some amazing news I think you'll find interesting. Spain has an austerity program to save the bankers and the big corporations that need bailing out. And the people of Spain are a little pissed off because they're paying 21% sales tax. In comparison, the U.S. pays between 1 and 10%, maybe a little bit higher, but never much more than 11. Here's another issue. U.S. sales foreclosures, home foreclosures, are up 6%. Compared to last quarter, the second quarter, it's 9%. If there was ever a time to sound the red alert, it has to be now. Let me show you something else going on. How bad is it? 100 Nigerians were killed yesterday, the 11th, while a fuel tanker truck overturned on the freeway and started to leak. People desperate trying to get fuel were trying to recover the spilled fuel when it ignited. 100 people dead. This is Russia, and these are wildfires. These pictures are taken by NASA. As you can see, the wildfires in Russia are extreme. Look at all the smoke. Let's go over to this photo. Notice how the rivers of smoke are pouring off the coast. Look at all those fires. Other places on the planet, such as Japan and Russia, are seeing extreme flooding. Japan yesterday, the 11th of July, saw extreme rain. Over 20 inches of rain fell in less than 4 hours. That is a lot of rain. Heat wave in the U.S. is continuing. Now it's in the southwest and partially in the Midwest. It's cooling down some, but we're not even in the hot time of the year yet. Let me show you something else. Put the board up. Okay, this is worldwide. Crude for August is down 0.5%. So they slowly are running out of oil. Slowly. Gasoline inventories in the U.S. rose by 2.8%. The total fuel usage dropped by 1.1%, meaning that we're just using a lot less fuel because we just can't afford it. And the prices are too high, which is causing all these other things. Okay, with all that going on, let's go over to Brent Crude and see what's happening today. Alright, we started at about 100.5, and then sort of floated along, went down, and floated and did the up and down, and floated and came back down, and went and came back up, and ended at about 101, somewhere in there. And let's go see if we can see any oil barges in San Francisco Bay, which supply gasoline to northern, central, and southern California, as well as some parts of Oregon. Very foggy. Oh, there it is, it's open. There are 2 oil barges in San Francisco Bay. And with that, let's go see what's happening with gasoline prices. Inexpensive gas station. Expensive gas station. So here in California, we're in our drought season. As you can see, the grass is completely dry and the plants are dry. Manzanita. But when you walk right here, you'll see water draining down this the path. Well, where would all this water be coming from in the middle of the drought? Well, let's go up and take a look. Just up the path here, and it is completely wet. It is drippy. Everything is soaked, including the ground. But if you walk right up here, we're back into the drought. That's where we just were. And right there is the line of where the dry, wet ground is and the dry ground. Dry, wet. Well, there can only be one explanation. Alright, here's the dry area and here's the wet area. You can literally hear it raining right now in the wet. Even though the sun is out, it's pouring rain right here because of the condensation of the fog in the trees. Alright, I'm in a little pocket of dry area here. I'm going to go ahead and go on into the wet, but I won't film it. And I wanted to thank all the people that are commenting on both Pink Barrio and on YouTube on my videos. This is the 100th video. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because what's 100 videos? The other day, 2 videos back, it took me so long because after I finished a video, editing a video, it crashed on me and I had to make the whole thing again. So sometimes these videos take like a full 8 to 10 hours to put on. And I appreciate all the watchers. Alright, until next time.